Christmas indoor landscapes. Red poinsettias are very popular during the Christmas season, and they usually adorn not only pedestals for saints, but also the different rooms in a home or office. White, pink, peach, and yellow poinsettias, aside from the popular red, set a different tone for this landscape that diverts from the usual red and green. Setting the tone and theme, the look and texture of an indoor landscape is an open option for the owner as discussed with the artist designer or just the owner himself. In using plants indoor, one must carefully choose where to set up the landscape for proper exposure to light. In this landscape, poinsettias are main choice as the focal feature. Other plants used are araucaria, podocarpus, sansevieria, spider plants, and aluminum plants. Accessories used are a driftwood from which the water flows into a cement basin covered with pebbles, and pebbles are scattered around in a round fashion like a small carpet. It is Christmas, thus the lights that come from the ceiling declare the celebration, drawing the eyes down to the indoor landscape. Lighting is very important. It has a dramatic effect on a landscape that makes it come to life. Highlights bring the landscape to a different level. Ground cover is coca fiber in this landscape that covers the soil. The main landscape area in this office building is the ground floor, where a belen is set up. All the plants used in the landscape in the 4 different floors are the same. Araucarias and podocarpus trees here reach up to the ceiling almost. This intensifies the scale, allows for a wider landscape, and makes it look bigger. This is a different Christmas indoor landscape design, which features more prominently some driftwoods or batang as a tavern sheltering the belen. Bromeliads of the pineapple family are used in this indoor landscape, in addition to the podocarpus, araucaria, and the poinsettias. This landscape is a mix of the old, represented by the batang wood, and the new, represented by the modern lamp, decorated with manaog kairog or discidia, or hanging coin vine cactus. 2 big batangs form a roof topped with a bromeliad that represents a star, while an angel towers above the scene. A real white rock by the water feature is used here. A tiny staircase invites the onlooker to come up to visit baby Jesus. Landscaping for me is like painting using plants. I usually would put all the bigger ones, the greener one, the darker ones at the back, and then the lighter ones I intersperse with the darker ones at the front. The lighter ones, or the ones with nicer textures, are the highlights. Even if you were just too busy walking by, you will hear the rustle of the water and you will stop. That's the intent of the water feature. Here, a plant curtain separates the kitchen from the receiving area. A poinsettia is the main attraction aside from the lights that bring the Christmas cheer to the visitors of this office. Indoor plants that adorn the other parts of the office are some asplenium, aglaonemas, dracaenas, and again the poinsettias and bromeliads. A very necessary step before using plants indoor is to wash them thoroughly. What we do is to put a little Joy dishwashing liquid in a pail of water and use a brush. Palms are very good to use indoor. This time we have liqualas. Please refrain from using bamboos. Some cats may visit, even rats or other pests may come in. So it is really important that a gardener visits its indoor landscape at least once a day. And really, some people just do not care. They even drop candy wrappers, whatever, cigarettes. It's just so bad. The everyday visit ensures that the water features are working and there are no browns that really reflect a not wholesome feature. It doesn't depict freshness, so all the browns are to be removed. The use of the same plants in the indoor landscapes, all throughout the different spaces in the home or office, integrates the look and gives a continuity to the atmosphere and ambiance created from when the visitor first sees the first landscape. To use plants that require more sun, these plants are trained outside and put under the shade so that they are not traumatized when put indoor. Due to climate change, poinsettias are not really easily available nowadays, so a best substitute is the bromeliad. This pandemic has caused the plant prices to really rise. Additional plants used for the indoor landscape are traveler's palm, pine trees, but these are quite delicate and may not last a whole month inside. In order to achieve a look, however, one may need to sacrifice and replace some plants that do not withstand the condition just within a week or two. Some plants just cannot survive, but artists indeed use them for a certain look, so that it is necessary that they are replaced whenever they show signs of fatigue. Watering is something that you need to experience. Avoid watering too much and let the soil dry out a little before watering it thoroughly. And in some cases, you need to spray on the leaves so that they don't brown. An expert multi-awarded landscape artist, Mr. Yuyong Lao, advised me that when you use an accessory in a landscape, The mistake is sometimes you put it in and then you cover it. It the accessory is used to enhance, so it must be seen and it must project and it must showcase the plants beside the accessory. Happy Christmas landscaping, everyone! I hope I've inspired you. Hi, good morning. This is Happy Rich Mama. Why? I choose to be happy. Rich? I have everything I need. Mama? Yes, I love my kids, my hobby, and my passions. Gardening and creating art through plants, painting, and doing Ikinobu Ikebana arrangements. That's me, Happy Rich Mama.